Today I wanted to show you guys a popular technique as far as designing and typography goes, especially for social media, the text behind an object. So this is pretty much what we'll be creating, except I'm going to be doing a different one from scratch so that you guys can see the whole process. So you can see here that the text is kind of coming behind the object in the forefront, and it looks like it's actually a part of the image. So basically the first thing that I do is I go to Unsplash. This is a great website for those that want to use images that are free, basically royalty free. You can do anything you want with them. I actually submit here, so if you guys want to check me out, I'll leave my link in the description below. So the first thing I do is just kind of find, if you have like a word or something already in mind, you can kind of find an image that matches that, but I don't really have anything in mind at the moment. The best kind of use is floral. Anything with like flowers and things like that actually work pretty well, but you can do it with anything. So I'm gonna find an image that I like, and then we'll go from there. So I like this one. I can definitely see where I could put my text and it go behind it. You can either put it like somewhere like here or somewhere up here with these like leaves that are you know, kind of like coming towards you. So let's try this one. Hopefully it'll work for us. All right, so I'm just gonna save it to the desktop. Alright, and the size dimensions that I like to use for social media, you know, if you're using it for Instagram, you're gonna make it square, and it works well for, you know, all the platforms, Facebook and Twitter. So come into Photoshop, go to New, and we're gonna make our document. I like to make it 1200 by 1200. I feel like that's a pretty good size, and the resolution at 72. You don't really need to go over 72 unless you're doing printing, and then once you do printing it needs to be like 250 or 300, but we're not doing that. So okay, hit create, and then I'm gonna go and open, come to the desktop, bring this in, and there's that. So to select this, I need to actually put this on this canvas. So to select it, I use Command A on the Mac, and then I hit Command C to copy, and then I do Command V to paste it. Now obviously our image is way bigger than we need it, so I'm hitting Command and minus to bring the canvas down, and then hit Command T to transform it. So you're gonna get this little box, and you come to the edge and hit Shift. This will keep your image from distorting. If I don't, it gets all like mixed, and I try to make it you know, fit, and then it doesn't look right because it looks stretched. So Command Z, hold down Shift and click and drag till it looks like it's good. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit, make sure it's there. Good. All right, so I'm gonna bring this up, and we're good. A little bit of white on the edge, and there, we're set. All right, so now you're gonna come over and use your text tool. You can use anything, doesn't really matter. I'm probably gonna use something like this font, and let's see, we'll just use the word floral. I'm probably gonna bring it down a little bit. You know what? Probably want it to be here. And the reason I moved it is because I think if I had it like here, this leaf would be a little bit too much covering up the R and the A. But up here, we can use something smaller like this leaf, or, you know, these red things, I don't know what they're called. And we'll use that. All right. So you're going to come over and drop your opacity down. And there's many different ways that you can do this. This is just the way that I do it. I kind of think of Photoshop as a roadmap. There's many different roads you can take to get to your destination, and this is just the one that I find the easiest. So yeah, so you're gonna bring it down because you want to be able to see your text and then also the object that's going to be covering it. All right, and now you're gonna put a mask over your text and come down here, click this, and then now you have a mask. So what you want to do now is make sure that your foreground is black and come over and select your brush tool, and the size is good. Come back over, and then what you're going to do is you're just going to cover it. So I think what I want to cover is this area right in here, and you're just really going to paint it out. And then I like to double check by bringing the opacity up and seeing where it is. All right, so we're gonna do that. Cover this up right here. Looks good. Probably gonna cover this area up right here with this leaf. So it looks like it's right behind it. This area. Now you don't want to do all the text. Like I might leave this here and then have that behind it. You definitely want to keep that up, because if too much goes behind it, then you're not really going to be able to read your word. So I think that looks good. Let's bring the opacity back up. Okay, we'll take out a little bit of that. So it looks like it's behind. There, that looks pretty good. Now what you want to do is kind of fine tune it. And you want to give it a little bit of shadow, so it looks like it's, you know, been given some depth. And the way you do that is pretty much you can drop your opacity down. And bring up the size a little bit, probably even more. And then come over here and just start, you don't want to paint right on top of it, you want to just do it. I'm actually going to make it larger. So it starts to kind of fade your text, and it looks like the object that's in front of it is casting a shadow on your text. So it gives it that depth. So you're going to come over here and do that to the rest of these. Now you got to be careful because some of this has actually, the brush has bled over into this, and you want to bring that out strong because it's above it. So just switch from the black color to white, because white, when you're on the mask, will bring it back in. Bring your opacity back up. You want to make it stronger. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay. All right, so I think that looks pretty good. Now, if you want to like really, you know, kind of give it some texture or something like that, you could actually drop the opacity of everything so it doesn't feel so strong. Gives it a little bit more realism to it. So you can just bring that down like that. There you go. So that is a quick little tutorial on how to put a text behind an object, and it can work with anything. So the main things that you need to focus on is just you know, picking an area that can cover your text up, but not completely, to where you can actually still read the text. And that's it. So if you like this, let me know. You can like it and subscribe it. That lets me know that this actually helped you guys out. If you didn't, no problem. Go ahead and like it and subscribe it anyway, because I'm probably going to be doing some more of these, just different techniques, showing you guys how I design and do stuff for social media. So there we go. Just hit File and Save. I actually like to save this as a JPEG. That's fine with me. And you can just name it Floral or whatever you need to. Say Floral Tutorial and save it at the max, and okay. So that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and hopefully this helped you guys out.